Let me just briefly say that I'm happy with the support by the Security Council for the efforts undertaken by the United Nations Assistance Mission in Iraq. The Security Council has underlined that it's a matter of urgency that the new government will be formed in the interest of the Iraqi people, also in the interest of addressing the exit from Chapter 7, as has been highlighted by the Iraqi delegation as a strong wish from the Iraqi government, understandably, but it requires a government with a full mandate to elaborate on that and prepare the ground, and we hope that we can further support and advise all parties in Baghdad to come together and join hands in forming an inclusive government, and we consider the statements by the Security Council members this morning as a support for our work and indeed for the Iraqi political parties and people.
What new arrangements is the UN thinking about to put in place once the US combat troops are withdrawn?
Well, for us as UN mission in Iraq, it is necessary to organize ourselves, the infrastructure for the security of our staff and for the possibility to operate in the country. We have been relying on some support from others, including the US. We are working with the Iraqi government and the Iraqi security forces to enable the transition for a strong UN involvement in the next few years. That's the wish of the Iraqi government and of the members of the Security Council, and this is right now under preparation.
And do you think the Iraq has so far been has done enough to get out of Chapter 7?
Well, the Iraqi government definitely has taken a number of steps that were highlighted also in the presentation by Ambassador al-Bayati this morning. Still further steps are needed, particularly in the normalization of the relations with Kuwait on the basis of Resolution 833. And we are, as UNAMI, involved in interaction with both the government of Iraq and the government of Kuwait to try actually to encourage parties to come to an agreement on that. I believe it is possible, and I believe also the time has come with the start of a new government in Iraq, hopefully anytime soon, to take decisive steps and in that sense then contribute to the likelihood that Iraq could exit from Chapter 7 very soon.
What reasons does Iraq present to the UN for not allowing UN experts team to go and maintain the border posts?
Well, there is still an issue pending with regard to the payment of activities by the UN for the maintenance of the border between Iraq and Kuwait. It may be due to the pending government formation. I do hope that the Iraqi government will, as soon as possible, fulfill all its obligations, because I strongly believe that it is in the interest of Iraq and Kuwait and the wider region that all these issues will be resolved, and we will continue our interaction with the government in Baghdad on this.
And Kuwait is helping Iraq to do to fulfill the remaining obligations?
Well, we advise the Iraqi government on this. I think it is quite clear to everybody what needs to happen. It is basically a matter of political will, and that should count, hopefully, in the near future.
Kuwait is helping Iraq to do that?
I believe that from the Kuwaiti side, contributions have been made in the way that is part of the agreement. And it must be possible from both sides now to come to an agreement. And I do know from the new Iraqi ambassador in Kuwait that he is also very much on top of that matter, and no doubt he will try to play his part. Thank you very much.